Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Unity of Command 2. We are here with the final conference and yeah, let's continue here. So we have two missions, one in the south, Rostov. Seems like indeed we did take the entire Crimea. There's no conference thing though. And in the north you can see also we've linked up with the Finns. Now one thing that's a little bit bothering me is that capturing Schlesselburg, or not Schlesselburg, the Oranienbaum does not remove this pocket, whereas technically this pocket should be gone. I mean, I guess Leningrad, fair enough. Even now it might not have fallen. But look, I cleared this pocket, so technically I think this should be gone if you take the Oranienbaum objective. Now, if you don't take it, it should be there, but if you do take it, it should be gone. I actually think that that is a bit of a missed opportunity there. Oh well, you can't have everything. But you know, if they were somehow able to still implement that, that would be great. Anyway, yeah, that was the strategic map. If we look at this, I mean, I guess getting another flying artillery is probably useful. So we'll no longer deal with Army Group North. We have 4th Panzer, Mita, 2nd and 3rd. And then down here, Panzer Group 1. Let's see first what we can do about Panzer Group 1. Definitely this. And then moving around, this is not super important. I could go for 2nd level intel, but that's also... It's just not really something that we need, I think. So, up here we have 4th, 2nd, 3rd, and Mita. Mita... Oversupply could be useful. And I'd like the range upgrade here, actually. Then for 4th... I mean, Mita can already build pontoon bridges, which is the most important thing. And for you, you already have set piece. Movement upgrades for these guys also generally not too useful. And since these panzer groups generally don't have that much infantry, it's also not that necessary to get those. I'll rather keep the rest of my prestige for other things. Although, let's get it to 11. Why not? And let's end the conference. For your successful efforts in capturing Sevastopol early, you've been granted 250 score and 250 prestige. Okay, well, that's fine. We have Rostov November the 17th and the gates of Moscow November the 13th, but to be frank, I'd rather play Rostov first. I know I usually do it by date, but come on, how can Moscow not be the final mission here? That would basically be doing the ultimate of the missions, and then afterwards, you know, have Rostov as a dessert or something. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna start with Rostov and do Moscow later. It's November the 17th, 1941. By late November, Army Group South has made astonishing gains, but it is also at the end of very tenacious supply lines, and is stretched across a front 3 times as long as when the campaign started. OKH, believing the Russians on the point of collapse, orders one last attack before winter, hoping to reach the oil fields of the Caucasus. The depleted German panzers find a hornet's nest at Rostov instead. And taking these objectives will improve your starting situation in future scenarios. That's a Don Bridgehead. There are actually no further scenarios. I've been reading upon this stuff, and Rostov is the final mission in the south. So it just means that we'll get another achievement and have more territory taken at the end of the game by holding the Don Bridgehead. Rostov is expected to fall within days, but take care of your northern flank. Most of our infantry is busy wrapping things up at Kharkov, so you have only a thin screen of German mountain troops and the Italian Expeditionary Corps to hold the line. If things get too hot at Rostov, you may need to fall back to the Mias River, but Taganrog must be held at all costs. So if Taganrog, we need to take Kadivka? I don't know. Don Bridgehead, take by turn 7, hold until 7. That's really weird. So I either take it on turn 7 and then have to hold it through one turn, or once I take it I have to hold it forever? That's kind of how it seems like to me. Limit losses is 50 extra prestige. Rostov turn 2. Krasny Luch turn 3. And Novichokazk is also turn 3. Alright, alright. What is this? A SIG. Right, these guys are as powerful as can be here, so... What if I want to give them something else? That's possible. And these are all for Armor Group South, so I can just give the most powerful and absurd things, I guess. Buy as much as I want. Except for those units which are out of supply or out of the area. Yeah, sure. After all, why not? I do have prestige to spare. Alright, this is getting pretty ridiculous. Let's leave the rest. Yeah, exactly. So we don't get any rail line. We have one rail line here. That's going to be pretty important. We have only 50, so we do have to make extensive use of the rail lines. I mean, in all seriousness, why would I not deploy it there? But this one is good. Alright. Turn 3 will get some reinforcements. They get a lot of reinforcements turn 2. In various locations. There's -3. Out of range? Huh. I guess maybe for a first turn, I need to take Rostov on turn 2, not turn 1. Maybe I can kind of like take it easy. The I would take it to 0. Funnily enough, all of them are in supply. And I would not actually mind getting that supply up. One of the things that would be troublesome is if they can put units all around down there. So what I'll do is I'll let them cross already, and then I can start sweeping in from down south. Although I believe probably most of their units are deployed up in these areas. I can take that on the next turn this way. Do I have anything else? Not really. I'll just move both of them right next to it. So we'll be okay. Of course, I do also need that in order to secure the rail line. Let's take those. That's probably useful. Okay. Let's protect this. Up here I can take things pretty slow. There's no real reason for me to go for any serious offensive. And go all out. Yeah, that's fine. And if I destroy this soon enough, we'll be okay up there. I do have access to that rail line. Yeah. No, let's actually keep you there, because otherwise they might go around, cut me off from all supply. Everything goes through Stalina, so that is going to be the most important. And that's exactly why I already wanted to have a river crossing. Although they didn't destroy it, I'm quite sure they'll be blocking the area. This unit shouldn't be that powerful, it's just a militia. So taking down a few of the steps should suffice in... that was to be expected. Take Rostov. Michael 111, huh? I'm not gonna use the Deutschland naval bombardment anymore, so... Or at least... I would deem it to be unlikely. Out of range still. I guess that means it's gonna be important for me to get across. Oh, you're at 0 out of 8 now. Okay, I get it. This is looking very weird now. I'm not... I can't use it. Okay. Okay, so I will... I could already take it now. Technically. This is just a 3, which is not amazing. I could probably do better. Yeah, probably. Let's for now just keep overrunning these guys and yeah, that's probably enough. What I can do though is if I destroy this, they still get supply from there. Yeah, that doesn't actually matter. Yeah, much rather deal with a 4. Do need to get that rail up and going, so what I'll do... supplies are just very important here, so... in order to make sure that I can get the units that need it back in supply... let's do that, and you're moving back a bit. No real reason to overcommit. Same down here. Will this... yeah, that's fine. Not taking any unnecessary risks either. There's just simply no reason for it. I guess next turn might be a bit rough. But not overly so, I think. This is something though. Okay. Huh. Well, that's gonna get them cut off. So... no, that... I wanted to do recon. Okay, well... if they do have you down there, then makes a bit more sense. Now, where do they still get their supplies from? I guess from down there. There we go. Though they did good damage to me in that counterattack, I have to admit, it was not bad. And with that bad weather, it also means that it will again take a little while before. Well, I can attack Kadjevka next turn. I already know that they will be out of supply, but I'll make sure that it's going to be a little bit worse for them. Okay, that's a little bit more units than I had expected. I'll just take that now, though. And let's move you back. These guys will no longer be a problem from the next turn. I'm actually gonna do this. I'd really hope to suppress the Katyusha there. Oh well. Yeah, it'll be better over time. Well, I'm sure that the Soviets will be super aggressive indeed. The one thing that's a little bit dumb is that I now left Rostov open. They are going to cut my supply lines. Okay. Not good. Let's move in here. That is not amazing. All right. It's a bit of a strange battle because of this, but I just can't allow them to take Taganrog. That's primarily the main thing here. Alright, so they are neutralized. Take that, and light division cannot go in there, but you can. Okay, well, we still technically have one extra turn as well. But that's not really what this is about. I'd like to get that to a 5, which will not likely happen. Oh, it will. Good. Okay, well, if you're not doing it on the 90, let's try it again. Good. They might be a tad dangerous, but I currently don't have any units that can attack them. On the other hand, though, Shakti is not actually a objective, so what I can do, though, is this way try to make sure that at least they don't cut off my rail. And there's no real reason for me to push too hard besides that. Where can I deploy you? Alright. Not bad. Can I deploy this ultra powerful infantry division? Yes, I can. I dare say the bridgehead is a little bit exposed. But not overly so, and these guys will die anyway next turn. I don't think they cut off the rail line with that, though. No, they didn't. Very nice. I don't know who would not continue under these conditions, but... Oh. That means this is now cleared. So, yeah, it's a 4. I actually think that's not good enough anymore. I only do things with 5s now. Or higher, of course. And since my tanks are so powerful, I can do whatever I feel like. The enemy doesn't stand any chance. To be realistic here. So fair enough. Doesn't really matter, but you got me. You got me. No thanks. Let's keep that because it seems to still be useful. I'd like to take for Shilovgrad if we can. We probably can, but okay. Also make sure all of our units are at the very least in supply, even if they're not going to be that useful anymore. Wow, okay. They still have a few more units than I thought. I mean, it's not really a problem or anything. But it is pretty interesting. No overrun. Okay. I mean, to be fair, it's actually a pretty bad turn for me. It just didn't really come together. Not that anything major happened, but I mean, we're just mopping up, but I would like to cross, yeah. Okay. Here too, it's like, wow. So, not really any way to finish those off. I'll grab my prisoners. At least, I will finish them off, but it's just then basically where I can no longer go any further, so even here I cannot take that. So that'll be it. They actually still had quite a few units that just shied away behind the Donuts River here. This is the Donuts. A bit of a weird thing going on with the map, which has not been made beyond this area. Except for Yelsk, I suppose. Yeah, we have Kharkov, etc. all the way over there. Alright. Well, that's fine. We've gotten enough. With primary objectives taken on time and the bonus, a bridge way too far. It's a play on a bridge too far. We took some losses, one, or apparently two, but yeah, one and one specialist step, but ultimately they went fine. So that's the last mission down there, Rostov, and the only mission we'll have left now is Moscow. Thanks for watching, everyone. Do hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe, and bye-bye.